I chose to critique this image by Debonair Murray because the narrative in the image is very apparent to me. The photograph is well composed and it tells a great story. The fairy tale depicted in the image is obvious to me. It is obvious that the fairy tale story being told in the image is that of the ever so popular Cinderella. What isn't so obvious to me, however, is the contemporary issue in the image. This is not necessarily a bad thing, because narratives are not supposed to be blatantly obvious. It is good that the image leaves the viewer's mind to wander and make its own assumptions a little bit. Based off of the image and my assumption as a viewer, I would assume that the contemporary problem within the narrative of this image is the college stereotypical life of a girl shacking, if you will, at a male's house and running out of his house in the morning, doing the walk of shame home to her house. In this critique, I will first describe the visual details of the image so that the audience has a good mental image of what this photograph looks like without necessarily visually looking at the image. I will then explain some of the elements and principles of art and design seen in the image. In this image by Murray, there is one subject. The subject is a female, probably in her early 20s. Her skin complexion is dark, and she has 2 tattoos visible, one on her upper left shoulder and one on her upper right arm, both in black ink. She has dark brown hair, which is pinned up and covered mostly with a white cloth. I am assuming that the white cloth is used to represent the blonde hair that Cinderella has in the fairy tale story. The subject is wearing a beautiful, long, light blue dress that goes down all the way to her feet. The back of the dress is cut out and has thin bands that run across the subject's back in a particular pattern. She is wearing one white heel on her right foot, and her left heel appears to have fallen off as she does not have it on her foot, and it is laying on one of the stairs behind her. The subject is running down a curved marble staircase outside of what appears to be a very rich house. The image is captured from behind the subject with a downward angle. You can only see the subject's backside. The grand marble staircase takes up most of the space in the image. In addition to the staircase and the subject, there is green grass in the background of the image towards the top. There are also small green bushes and trees and brown mulch in the background. A portion of the brick house can be seen on the right-hand side of the image behind the staircase railing. Many elements and principles of art and design stand out to me in this image. The colors seen in the image are the blue dress that the subject is wearing, the green grass and bushes, the red brick house, the brown mulch and trees, the white head wrap that the subject is wearing, and the gray tones of the marble and cement of the staircase and its railing. The subject's blue dress really captures the viewer's eye immediately upon viewing the image. The slightly downward perspective of the image really contributes to how well composed the photograph is. The perspective shows the curve of the staircase, which makes the staircase appear to be really long. Movement is seen in the image by the looks of the subject as she appears to be running down the staircase, out of the house. Pattern is seen in the image because of the repetitive circular pattern spindles on both sides of the staircase. The marble stairs give the image a sense of texture because of its pattern in the lighting and shadows. The saturation and exposure are high, which makes the image visually appealing. Overall, the image is very well composed, and many elements of principles of art and design are apparent. The narrative fairy tale of Cinderella is seen in the image because of the subject's apparel, action, and, of course, the ever so popular missing shoe.